Welcome to Italy, one of the most beautiful and culturally rich destinations in the world. Whether you're planning your first trip or returning for another visit, there are a few essential things you need to know before you go. From cultural etiquette and food traditions to transportation tips and safety advice, this guide will help you navigate Italy like a pro. Let's get started. English is spoken in many tourist areas, but it's always helpful to know a few basic Italian phrases. Saying grazie, thank you, or per favore, please, can make interactions more pleasant, and even a small effort to speak the language is appreciated. When greeting someone, buongiorno, good morning, and buonasera, good evening, are polite choices. Ciao is informal and usually reserved for friends. In smaller towns, English may be less common, so having a translation app or phrasebook can be useful. Italians are warm and expressive, and in social settings, close friends may greet each other with a kiss on both cheeks. As a visitor, a handshake or a simple verbal greeting is perfectly fine. Don't worry too much about perfect pronunciation. Italians appreciate any effort to speak their language. Italy uses the euro, and while credit and debit cards are widely accepted, many small businesses, local markets, and cafes prefer cash. It's always a good idea to have some euros on hand for small purchases. When using ATMs, avoid currency exchange kiosks at the airport or tourist areas as they often have high fees. Instead, use ATMs at local banks for a better exchange rate. Also, keep in mind that most restaurants don't split bills, so if you're dining with friends, you'll likely have to pay together and settle the amount amongst yourselves. Italy's public transportation is efficient, with high-speed trains like Trenitalia and Italo connecting major cities. Booking tickets in advance saves money, and if you're taking a regional train, don't forget to validate your ticket before boarding. Within cities, metros, buses, and trams are useful. But in smaller towns, buses may run infrequently, so check schedules ahead of time. Taxis aren't usually hailed on the street. You'll need to find a taxi stand or call one. If renting a car, beware of ZTL zones, which restrict traffic in historic centers and can result in fines. Driving in big cities can be chaotic, so unless you're exploring the countryside, public transport is usually the better choice. Dining in Italy is more than just eating. It's an experience meant to be enjoyed. Meals are typically leisurely, and restaurants don't rush you, so expect to take your time. Italians usually eat dinner later than in some other countries, with many restaurants opening around 7:30 or 8 p.m. When it comes to coffee, there are a few unwritten rules. Cappuccinos are for breakfast, and ordering one after 11 a.m. might get you some funny looks. If you want an espresso, simply ask for a cafe. Also, don't expect your pizza to come pre-sliced. It's traditionally eaten with a knife and fork. Tipping is not mandatory in Italy, as service is often included in the bill, but rounding up or leaving small change for good service is appreciated. Lastly, keep in mind that restaurants usually don't split bills, so plan to pay together and divide the cost among yourselves. Italy has a warm and expressive culture, and understanding a few customs can help you blend in. When greeting someone, a polite buongiorno, good morning, or buonasera, good evening, is best, while ciao is informal and usually used with friends. Dress modestly when visiting churches or religious sites. Covering shoulders and knees is a sign of respect. In many smaller towns, businesses close for a few hours in the afternoon for riposo, a midday break similar to a siesta. Italians love conversation and are generally welcoming, so don't be surprised if locals engage in friendly small talk. They also value personal appearance, so dressing neatly, even for casual outings, is common. A little effort to respect local customs goes a long way in having a more enjoyable experience. Italy is generally safe, but like any popular destination, tourists should watch out for pickpockets, especially in crowded areas like train stations, public transport, and major attractions. Keep your valuables secure by using a crossbody bag with a zipper and staying mindful of your belongings in busy places. Be aware of common scams, such as people offering free bracelets or asking you to sign a petition. These are often tricks to get money from you. Also, make photocopies of important documents like your passport in case of emergencies. When using ATMs, stick to official bank machines to avoid high fees, and always be cautious of your surroundings. A little awareness goes a long way in ensuring a smooth and hassle-free trip. Italy offers an unforgettable mix of history, culture, and stunning landscapes, but a little preparation goes a long way in making your trip even better. Embrace the slower pace, respect local customs, and don't be afraid to step off the beaten path to discover hidden gems. Whether you're indulging in authentic Italian cuisine, exploring ancient ruins, or simply enjoying a leisurely espresso at a cafe, take your time and soak it all in. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more travel tips, and join me as we continue to circle the globe together. Grazie for watching, and arrivederci.